The Icebox Murders. On June 23, 1965, the Houston police received a worrying call from Marvin Martin about his elderly uncle and aunt living on 1815 Driscoll Street. Captain Charles Bullock and Ellen Barta were dispatched to investigate as these aging parents had been unresponsive for days. But what they found was far more sinister than anyone expected. Fred and Edwina lived in this house alongside their adult son Charles, who seemed to lead an unusually reclusive lifestyle, rarely seen by neighbors yet always leaving early in the morning or returning late at night. Little did those officers know that their seemingly routine check would uncover a tragedy of tragic proportions. When the officers started investigating, they found a peculiar sight: flower pots stacked against the back door like some kind of makeshift barricade. Inside, eerie silence filled the house as if something grave had transpired. Fred and Edwina were nowhere to be seen. Once they managed to get inside, Barta went upstairs while Bullock headed for the kitchen. While investigating, Bullock opened the fridge and was shocked to find a woman's head resting amongst what he thought initially were pieces of butchered hog meat. Thoroughly perplexed and frightened by his discovery, he reached for another drawer which revealed something even more startling: a man's head. Startled beyond belief, yet unwilling to reveal too much from this grim scene, Bullock immediately summoned backup. Once more officers arrived, their suspicions were confirmed. Upon closer inspection of contents discovered by Officer Bullock, it became evident that the fridge was packed with carefully dismembered remains of Fred and Edwina Rodgers. Autopsies revealed that the couple had died on June 20th, Father's Day. Edwina was killed by a shot to the head while Fred was bludgeoned to death with a claw hammer. Moreover, Fred's eyes had also been gouged out and his genitals had been removed. Their house had been thoroughly cleaned before the police showed up, but investigators did find blood in the bathroom, suggesting their bodies had been butchered there. As one medical examiner told the press, this person took great care to commit such gruesome acts with calculated precision. From the moment the investigation started, one question dominated in the minds of police: where was Charles? As the only surviving resident of the home, he could provide essential information. But beyond that, evidence seemed to suggest he had a much larger role to play in the case. But despite extensive investigations since then, nobody has been able to prove anything about what happened at the house that night. In 1997, a Houston couple, Hugh and Martha Gardner, began reinvestigating the Icebox murders and concluded Charles, the 43-year-old son, was the real killer. The Gardners claimed that Charles was physically and emotionally abused by his parents well into adulthood, and that at the end of their lives they were defrauding him by forging his signature on deeds of land that he owned. Also, that Charles owned the house they all lived in, not his parents, and Edwina had apparently taken out loans on it and pocketed the money. According to Gardners, after the murders, Charles escaped to Central America, where he later died. This is the theory on which most people agree, but still it's just a theory. In reality, we may never know for certain who killed Fred and Edwina. That's it from today's video. See you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to stay tuned for more true stories.